In this video I want to address the launch of Sigma BF. First, I really like the camera, don't get me wrong, I like the camera. I think the launch it will be a success because the camera has a clear message. It is totally different from Lumix S9, even if in theory for a photography geek it might be the same or even worse, but the message regarding the design and the marketing of this camera, it is clear. It is a fashion dedicated accessory that it's able to take outstanding shots. It's looking outstanding. It has a clean design, and yes, it's addressing the iPhone user that wants, I think, to make a step from iPhone photography to a camera photography, but keeping that sleek design. So I'm really liking the camera. Of course, for a professional or for an advanced hobbyist, this can't be an only camera because the camera, it is limited, unfortunately, because they don't use a mechanical shutter or a fast readout sensor. But overall, the camera, it's looking great. It's metal built, it has a nice sleek design, and I do feel that it's attacking especially the Leica market. Because Leica can be considered fashion accessories by some users. But now we have a fashion accessory brand new with AF, with Sigma glass that it's rendering. I have, by the way, a Sigma glass here, like Leica lenses, but with AF. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And also in a compact body and lightweight. So if you are into portraiture photography, when you don't photograph fast-moving subjects, that camera will do the job very well with the Sigma 35mm f2, with the Sigma 90mm f2, with the Sigma 90mm f2.8, and also with the Sigma 45mm f2.8, and also the other Sigma lenses from the I series. These Sigma lenses are crazy good. I love them so much because, yes, they are rendering Leica-like looking images, but with AF. So really loving what Sigma is doing. I don't know how the AF it will work, but other than that, having a Sigma body with a Sigma lens in such a nice sleek design, it's really very, very attractive if you have the budget. But of course, you will be limited in night photography, in artificial light photography, and so on. But if you are into some specific photography, like portraiture photography, like documentary everyday photography, and so on, you can really make a very nice, good looking package. You don't need to go to Leica using a heavy camera with manual focusing. So have that in mind. If you want to do portraiture-like looking pictures, how Leica photographers and some of them are doing, you can go with this Sigma. Of course, you can put the Sigma lenses on Sony cameras, and I will get to this point immediately. But pairing the nice looking Sigma silver lenses or black lenses with the nice Sigma looking camera that it's very portable and small and probably very intuitive for somebody who is coming from an iPhone or a phone background, this is something. So I really like this compared to Lumix S9. So why I like this? Even if Sigma BF it is more expensive, and in theory it is the same or under Lumix S9 because it doesn't have IBIS. I think this is a problem here. The camera doesn't have IBIS. I really don't like this because with IBIS you will be able to shoot at lower shutter speeds by night and compensate for that mechanical shutter that it's missing. Of course, a fast readout sensor that it doesn't produce rolling shutter effects, it would have been great. But unfortunately, it seems that we will have a camera similar to S9. Now, let me tell you that Lumix S9 in my country, it's selling brand new at around $1,000. It's under $1,000. And I didn't buy it, and nobody, it seems, it will buy it. So I hope to see Lumix S9 on the used market at around $500 in the future, and probably for that money I will give it a try. But what I like about Sigma BF compared to S9? Well, of course, the message, the design, the build quality, and the fact that it's a camera dedicated to photography. The fact that the camera doesn't have a flip out screen. Okay, it doesn't have a tilt screen, but no worries. You are able to see that you can view that screen very easy. You don't have a viewfinder that is blocking the screen. So I'm really liking where Sigma is going with Sigma BF. Of course, I don't feel it's for me, but what they've made with Sigma BF, I think it's a good thing. And why is that? Because they thought about the lenses, so they have the lenses in black and silver. They also added a grip that will make you balance this small amazing Sigma lenses so well on the Sigma. All the build is metal, and this metal, this touch, this feeling, the aperturing when using a Sigma lens, it is crazy good. And you could say that you don't have many buttons on the camera and you just have a shutter button and then you must go into the menu. Let's take it simple. You have aperture on the Sigma lenses. You have the shutter button, you use auto ISO, it's a full frame. Nowadays, I don't know who is using manual ISO. I use manual ISO just at specific jobs. But for day-to-day shooting, auto ISO and minimum shutter speed is the way to go. So, you set auto ISO, you set minimum shutter speed, you set the aperture on the lens and just click. So the only settings that you must do is just set the aperture and take the shot. So I'm really liking this simplicity. It's great. It's a really good implementation. But of course, it doesn't have a mechanical shutter. So you pay lots of money for a camera that in some situations, it will not deliver. So this is a problem. It can't be your only camera. But if you are doing specific jobs, I do feel that I love this camera for portraiture photography, for landscape photography, for static photography, and so on. Because I was able to see that also it has the expand crop and you have those LUTs and the Sigma colors and the Sigma colors from the Sigma lenses and the rendering. From my point of view, it's a smart and beautiful move. Unfortunately, it has a price. And for that price, you can look at other cameras. S9, again, I'm not liking it. But if you want a more good camera, of course, you can look at Olympus OM3. It's looking nice like Sigma. It's not a full frame camera. And you have there lots of small compact lenses for everyday shooting. But it's a micro four thirds camera. So you have Sigma BF, you have Lumix S9 that again, it's under my Lumix X100V at half the price in my country. And also you have OM3, a micro four thirds camera, 2000 plus just for the body. So these are the latest launched cameras. And now I want to get to my idea. Okay, innovation, new cameras, full frame, micro four thirds, and so on. By the way, if you want to get better at composition and support my channel, check my latest photo pill, Master the Leading Lines. A link with a big discount is in the comment and description. But look here comes the underdog, the Sony a7C. One of my most criticized camera because of the terrible shutter sound of the mechanical shutter. But in the end, it has a mechanical shutter. In the end, it has a mechanical shutter that is doing a job. And you can put these Sigma lenses. It has a great grip with these Sigma lenses. And by the way, the 90mm Sigma lens, it is almost glued to my Sony a7C, especially for product photography that I'm doing here in my studio. So I'm really loving the rendering. And of course, the colors that Sigma it's rendering on my Sony a7C. The AF, it's crazy good. The IAF, it's crazy good. You have a shoe mount, you have a flip screen, you can vlog, you can take pictures, you can do everything with this camera. So I just want to show you how far away it is Sony, and more than that. Look here, silver camera. You can pair the new Sigma silver lenses if you want a more fashionable camera with Sony a7C, and it will look great and amazing good regarding aesthetics of the camera, and you have a fully functional camera, small, compact, and competent. So this is a problem for Sigma BF from my point of view, a problem for S9 for sure, and also a problem for OM3. In the end, it's a full frame. Of course, OM3, I feel that it's addressing a specific market. So I feel that the users that are looking at OM3 will go for OM3 for the lenses, for landscape photography, for travel photography, for having a small package regarding travel. Of course, with Sony, you can be small, but not as small and as light like with a micro four thirds system. So here comes Sigma BF versus Sony a7C and versus S9. So again, if you are into photography or videography, why would you not use Sony? Reliable AF, so this is a problem for Sigma, because for me at the moment it's not clear how good the AF of Sigma BF it will be. But Sigma is taking it to the next step, and here they made a great move that Lumix S9 or Lumix wasn't able to do it with Lumix S9. They took the Sigma BF camera to the fashion segment. So I think finally the influencers, the TikTokers, the celebrities that were using a Leica camera or a fashionable camera, old film camera and so on, they finally have a modern solution. So I feel this is the Sigma BF main market. A premium niche, a premium segment that is looking for a camera that is looking nice, is looking for a camera that has a sleek design and easy to use. Just set the camera and forget it, and just take snaps that will look great. Also, the camera will be ideal for people that are liking nice looking cameras and are doing this specific photography, like portraiture photography, like static photography, landscape photography, and so on. The Sigma BF, it will work great. It will offer an easy peasy user experience, easy to take with two lenses. You'll be very okay. So I really love what Sigma BF did, but of course if you aren't into a fashion item and if you want a camera reliable that it's able to do all the videography and all the photography that you need, then Sony A7C, Sony A7C Mark II, Sony A7C R are crazy good cameras, and now looking at those launches, of course for me are more attractive. I have here a camera that is doing so much more regarding photography than the latest cameras on the market. So yes, Sony 7C it is very attractive nowadays, because also you'll be able to find it at a very good price on the used markets, and also brand new with warranty. So why not go with Sony 7C and Sigma lenses? And believe me, when I bought Sony 7C, the Sigma lenses weren't on the market yet. We didn't have all these lenses. But now, if I would have to start from the beginning building my Sony system, I would go just with Sigma I series. I really love so much the Sigma lenses. They are crazy good. The rendering, again, like rendering, and good colors. Good colors on the Sony system. Crazy good colors. So I truly recommend the Sigma lenses. So a nice launch, but again, not for everybody. Now, in my future videos, I will review here a special lens, a specialty lens that is working on full frame also. Wow, how this lens will look on Sigma BF, and also on Fujifilm. It's rendering such amazing colors. This is a specialty lens, so please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to find out when I will review this lens. Till then, subscribe to my newsletter, leave me your comments, check my affiliate links if you want to buy something from Amazon, and also please be sure to check my next video. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.